what up, people? It's your boy Chig from Gooner Eagle Eye coming to again with another video. This is more of a Chig Reacts video, if you like, to the news that came out today. I'm trying to calm down. So, Laurent Koscielny, the captain, the club captain, the man who's been at the club for the longest period of time now that Aaron Ramsey has left. That guy, he has refused to go out to America. The reason being is that he requested to leave the club and his request was denied. So this is his attempt to force the move through. Now, I'm going to go ham, so I want this to be nice and clear, because when I get passionate, people hear what I last say instead of what I initially say. So let me make this very clear. If it was up to me, I'd get rid of Laurent Koscielny, I'd get rid of the two left backs, I'd get rid of Mustafi, a.f.c, because by hook or by crook, I think they're all major reasons as to why we have lost goals this season. Especially if it was up to me, I would move Maitland-Niles back to his position and lo and behold, buy a right back, which is what I think we should be doing. So I want to make that clear before I get into this. But Laurent Koscielny, you piece of fucking shit. What are you talking about? The club that made you, let's be real here, that made you who you are. I mean, we got to take some blame for some of the mistakes, but for some of the successes, we should also take the credit, you know? We made you who you are. Regardless of what is going on, regardless, you are the damn club captain. You are supposed to be an example for everybody. So for you to be spitting out your dummy like some sort of bitch-made motherfucker, talking about, well, if I can't get my move, then I ain't going anywhere, is some bullshit. And I'm seeing people left, right, and center making excuses for this guy, saying, oh, well, he should be allowed to leave. You know, that's the least the club can do. And then I see other people saying, oh, well, can you blame Koscielny for wanting to leave? You know, the club is a mess, this, that, and the other. Bollocks. I'm going to say this to say this. I'm well aware the club is a mess. I'm well aware that the Aaron Ramsey situation is the only type of thing that would happen to Arsenal. Because it wouldn't even happen to Spurs. Spurs would have locked it down and sold Ramsey for about 70 million. You know what Levy's like. Levy's on point with shit like that. So yeah, I understand that. Don't get me wrong. But the idea that other situations should influence your own situation is unbelievable. Like, to me, and I know what people are going to say to this, to me, I would have had a personal meeting with the club and said, listen, right, I've given my all to you guys for the past 9 months. My body can't take this league anymore. I'm 34 years old. I want to go home. We have 2 decent French clubs in for me. I am asking you to honour this request. You know, you have people around that may be able to step up, whether it's a Rob Holding or, if we ever do finally finalise this deal, Saliba ready to take over, and you've got other options. You don't need me. Please let me go. I would have been professional enough to say that. I would have also been professional enough to go as far as to say, you know, for me, that I don't want to cause any problems, and I will go to America, but I must implore you that I need this move, guys. You know, I want to do this quietly. I don't want to put this in the papers or anything like that. I feel like we can handle this between ourselves, you know? And then if they still deny your request, submit a transfer request. Don't ask. The idea that the club captain, the man who is the most senior Arsenal player we have, to say, oh, well, I'm going to spit my dummy out and not go to the US trip because you guys are denying me my move. Making this into a massive story now. Completely setting off our preseason in the wrong way. I mean, we're trying to use these games to get sharp. Meanwhile, all the manager's going to be doing now for the next week at least is fielding Laurent Koscielny questions. And for what? For some 34-year-old broken man who wants to leave. Let him bounce. Let him bounce. What kind of bullshit is this? And you know why I'm doubly pissed? It suddenly dawned on me when I heard this news. You know the person that's going to be celebrating the most and the loudest? Squadron Mustafi. Because, let me tell you something. While I'm sure you would, there ain't no way the club is going to let Mustafi and Koscielny go in the same summer. You must be joking. No chance whatsoever. Now, if it was me, if they were really about this life, I would say, all right, Lewis, don't come through in it. We need you. Come through. Right? Then you have him, you have Socrates, you have Holding coming back to fitness. I may consider keeping Chambers at least until January, just to make sure that we are covered, and let both of them punk asses go. That's personally what I would do. But yeah, for me, I just thought more than anything, I was disappointed. Once again, people, not because I wouldn't let him go. I would let him go. But there's a way you'd go about this stuff. I can understand a prima donna, 23-year-old, big shot person that's trying to force their move to Barcelona. Completely get it. You know? I even understood when Cesc was so desperate to return home. I know you guys don't forgive him. I got it. I understood. Not only is it Barcelona, but it's also his home. And he wanted to try and make it in his home club. I could completely understand. And in this situation, to be honest, I understand. I get that that Koscielny probably thinks to himself, boy, I barely got through that Premier League season. Let me just call time on my Premier League career now. And, you know, I'm fortunate enough where Lyon, who are a top team, want me. Marseille want me. Maybe I'll have a look at those options and, you know, try and make something what I completely understand. What I don't understand is why you refuse to go to America. To what? Because you don't want to risk injury. You're a professional, mate, and I'm sorry. Maybe it's the HR in me. To me, this is like going on AWOL. This is flat out refusal to go to work. And I don't have time. I don't have tolerance for it. I expected better from him. And to be honest, I expected our fans to condemn him more than they have. Because of this punk ass, now we have to keep Mustafi. Because at the very least, if Arsenal dig their heels in and say you ain't going anywhere, you have to take the captaincy off him for this. You have to. What kind of example is that going to set to everybody else? Take the damn captaincy off him. Anyway, that's my little 2 cents on the whole matter. I'll be able to go into it a little bit more and have that discussion with you guys later on Eagle Eye. But let me know what you think. What do you think of this whole story? Are you more forgiving of Koscielny than I am? Am I overreacting about it? To me, I don't feel like I am. I don't really care that he's asked to move. I don't mind that he wants to leave. I get it. I can completely get it. But you don't refuse to go on a damn preseason tour. It's just completely unprofessional. And I'm very disappointed in him. Anyway, please make sure before you crush that like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back later on tonight to have my Eagle Eye episode where you know what we do. We discuss. I'm going to go on a little bit earlier today. I'm going to go on around 8. So make sure you do catch me then. Until then, I'm out of here, people. Take care. Deuces.